Good morning, students. This is your next continuous lecture of accountancy. Today we'll be continuing with the same chapter, Accounting for Partnership Fundamentals, and our next topic will be Interest on Partners' Drawings. As you have read earlier in the previous questions, if the partner has withdrawn amount for just once in a year, then he'll be charged interest on drawings for the period he has used that money, and the percentage is applied on it. But if the partner has withdrawn the money for more than once in a year, then he has to pay the interest on each and every drawings, and he has to pay the interest for the period he has used that money. For example, if he has withdrawn 1000 rupees in the month of April, so we have to calculate how many months he have used that money till 31st March. Then if he has withdrawn the money in the month of December, then we have to calculate how much time he has used that money until the year closed. So we have to calculate it with the help of product method for calculating interest on drawings if he has withdrawn more than once in a year and the amount is unequal. If he has withdrawn equal amount and in the same day of each month he is withdrawing the amount, we have different method for it. But if he is withdrawing the money unequal amount and in the unequal time period, then we have to use the method which is product method. So students, I have given you the formula. The formula is total product into rate into 1/12. If you are calculating in terms of month, then you have to calculate in 1/12. If you are calculating in terms of days, then you have to calculate it 1/365, because there are 365 days in a month. So students, see, this is a question I have done for you. Interest on drawings, see, the question says the interest on drawings is 15% and the year ended is 31st March 2019. Okay, interest on drawings is calculated on 15% and year ended is 31st March. So they are saying in the first, that is A part, the partner has withdrawn the money on 1st May 2018 and our year is ending on 31st March. Then how many months he have used this money withdrawn on 1st May? May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February and till March he has used that money for the period of 11 months, right? So he has withdrawn 2000 and he has used that money for the period of 11 months. So he has to pay interest on this amount. So 2000 into 11, that gives you 22,000, right? And next he has withdrawn on 1st August the amount of 5,000 rupees. So how many months he have used this amount? He has used August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. He has used it for a period of 8 months. So 5,000 into 8, it gives you 40,000. Next, third, he has withdrawn on 30th September 2018 the amount of 2,000. So how many months he have used that money? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. September will not be included because on September end he is withdrawing the money. That means October, November, December, January, February, March, for the period of 6 months he has withdrawn that money. So we'll multiply 2000 into 6, it gives you 12,000. On 31st January, next he has withdrawn on 31st January 2019 a amount of 6,000 rupees. 31st January is gone. The month left is February and March. So he has used that 6,000 for 2 months. That 6 into 2 comes out to be 12,000. And last he has withdrawn on 31st March 2,000 rupees. So we are closing our accounts on 31st March. So no interest will be charged on that date. To 2,000 into 0. That interest will be charged in the next year. So 2000 into 0 gives you 2000. So total product comes out to be 86,000. So students, what was our formula? It was total product. So how much is the total product? It is 86,000. And rate of interest, how much is the rate of interest? It is 15%. And we are calculating on months basis. What we are doing? We are doing it on months basis. So we'll multiply it with 1 by 12. If we were doing it on days basis, then we would have done it 1 over 365. Okay, so we'll multiply 86,000 by 15% and 1 by 12. It comes out to be 1075. So this is the interest on drawings of that partner, the amount which he has withdrawn on the different dates, the different amount. So the rule for product method is the amounts should be different, the dates should be different. Then you will calculate interest on drawings by product method. Hope this topic is clear to you. So students, second method is average period method. The rules for this method is there should be regular drawings and there should be uniform amount. That means the partner is withdrawing regularly. For example, if he is withdrawing on first date of month, so he is withdrawing the same amount on first date of every month. If he is withdrawing on the last date of every month, so he is withdrawing the same amount on the last date of every month. So this is the condition for putting this formula, that there should be regular drawings every month and uniform amount. If he is withdrawing 2,000 every month, so he has to withdraw 2,000 each and every month during the year. If this is the condition, then you will calculate interest on drawings with the help of average period method. And what is the formula of average period method? How will you calculate interest on drawings through this method? The answer is total drawings. The formula is total drawings. Total drawings means the total amount the partner has withdrawn, multiply rate over 100, multiply average period over 12. Now, what is this average period? Other things is clear to you, but what is this average period? How will you calculate this average period? So for calculating the average period, there is a formula. The formula is months left after first drawing plus months left after last drawing divided by 2. How come this will be possible? So let me explain to you. For example, the situation 1 is the partner is withdrawing beginning of every month. He is withdrawing in the beginning of every month. So what is your year? Your year starts from 1st April and it ends on 31st March, right? If the partner is withdrawing the same amount, the amount on 1st April, then he is withdrawing the same amount on May, then on 1st June, then on 1st July, then on August, then September, October, November, December, January, February, March. He is withdrawing the same amount on the first dates of these months. So if he is withdrawing that amount, then we'll put this formula and their average period will be 6.5. How? Months left. They are saying months left after first drawing. For example, he is withdrawing the money in the beginning of every month. That means he is withdrawing the first money on 1st April. Then how many months has left? Start calculating from 1st April, then May, 1st June, 1st July, 1st August, 1st September, 1st October, 1st November, 1st December, 1st January, 1st February, 1st March. How many months are left? 12 months are left. Months left after first drawing. Matlab, that means they have withdrawn the first amount on 1st April. Then how many months have left in closing the year? Total 12 months are left in closing the year. Then months left after last drawing. He will make last drawing on 1st March. Then how many months have left for closing the year? First full 1 month is left because he is withdrawing money on 1st March and we will be closing our books on 31st March. That means full 1 month is left. So months left after last drawing will be 1 divided by 2. 12 plus 1, 13 over 2 comes out to be 6.5. I am repeating, students. Months left after first drawing. He has made the first drawing on 1st April. Then he will withdraw. The last drawing will be on 1st March. So months you have to calculate till 31st March. So how many months has left? You have to put it in the formula and divide it by 2. It will come out to be the average period. Then put this average period here and your interest on drawings will be calculated. You have to write total drawings, you have to write rate, and then you have to write average period divided by 12. Right? And if the situation is beginning of every month, your average period will be 6.5, because I have told you how we have calculated this 6.5. This is the formula of average period method. I am repeating again. Months left after first drawing plus months left after last drawing divided by 2. I hope this is clear to you. I will explain you more situations and I will solve more numericals so that it will clear to you how average period is calculated. We'll be doing it in our next